Hello people, and welcome to today's video. What you're going to look at today is that we are going to look at how you can be able to create a simple website using HTML and CSS. And what is HTML? So when you talk about HTML, this one is a short form for hypertext markup language, or this one is basically a tool that you normally use to write websites. Most of the websites that you normally see, they are written or to form the basic platform for writing those websites that you normally see. Then we also have the CSS, and this one stands for cascading style sheet. And this one, once you create your website with HTML, you may be required to format your website to create easy navigation inside your website, and you're going to be using what you're calling the CSS. So if you want to start creating a website in HTML and CSS, there are some programs that you are required to have in your computer. And the first program that you should have is a web browser. So basically, this one is a program that you normally use to open websites. So if you have ever used a computer to access the internet, there is that program in your computer that you normally use to be able to view or to be able to see the pages in a website. And a good example of a web browser is the Google Chrome. You have Internet Explorer, you have Mozilla Firefox, Brave, Opera, and others that are there, so many of them. Then what the web browser is going to do is to be able to interpret what you have written, and then it's going to give you the output that you expect to get in your website. Then the second program that you are required to have in your computer is what you are calling a text editor. This is a program that you'll be using to write the code. So when you're writing the HTML code and the CSS, you require a specific program that you normally call the text editor. And we have so many of them. And in your computer, you're going to find that you have Notepad that normally comes with most Windows computers. You can also go to the internet and download one of these programs, and you're also going to find others that are there. So we got straight to creating our first website, and for my case, I'll be using the Notepad because that is what I've installed in my computer. And the Notepad will look like this. So this one will be our Notepad, and the first thing that we are going to write is we are going to write the basic structure of a HTML page. And to write a HTML page, you require to write what you call the tags, and a tag can be identified by the opening or the less than sign, and then the element that you want to define, and then the greater than sign. So for this case, we have created a tag called HTML. So this one is going to tell your web browser that you want to create a web page, and then the opening tag, this one is called the opening tag. It should have a closing tag. So a closing tag will look like this. It looks just like the opening tag, but it has these slash. So anything that you want to put in your page should be in between these two tags. Then you are going also to create a head section of your page. So you're going to define a tag called the head, and this one you're going to close. So we have the head closing tag, and then inside the head tag is where you're going to have the title of your page. So you'll have the title, and then this one you can call it my page, and then this one you can close the title because you've said the opening tag should be accompanied by a closing tag. Then now that you have the head section, remember up to this point there's nothing that is going to be displayed in your page. So we come to the main section of our page, and then one is can be identified by the body tag. So we're going to define the body tag, and of course this one we are going to close the body tag, and then anything that you want to be displayed in your website should be written inside the body tag. And we can start by writing the headings. So when it comes to HTML, we have 6 headings. So we are going to start with the first one. So the heading is identified by H, and then the size of the heading can be 1, and this one you're going to close, heading 1, and this one is the biggest heading that you have, so this one you can write this is the biggest heading. Then one thing that you're going to find that HTML does not automatically create a new line once you are through with whatever you're writing. So for you to force a new line, you have to create another tag called the line break, and this one is identified by that tag, and this one is a special tag because it does not require an opening tag and a closing tag. Then we can copy this one, you right click, then you copy, and you're going to paste here, and then this one you're going to change to heading 2, this one you're also going to change to heading 2, then this one you can say is the second largest. We can also copy this one again, and then you go to 3, remember as the number increases, so the size of the heading is going to be smaller. So we go to the 4th heading, and then this one you're going to change to 4, and this one you're going to change also to 4, and this one you can just say it's another heading. Then we are going to copy this one, and then we are going to say 4, we are going to say, sorry, this one is going to be 5, and this one is going to be 5. Then we are going to have another one, the last one, the heading 6. Remember we said you have 6 headings in HTML, so this one this one you can say is another heading, the smallest heading, so this one you can say is another heading. And then once you do that, maybe you need to save your work. So how do you save your work? You go to file, then you go to save as, and then you are going to change the save as format from text document, and then you're going to select all files, and then you're going to give your page a name. So you can call it my page, you can call it home, whichever name you want to give it. Then there is another catch here, .htm. You can save with home.htm, or the name of your page.htm or .html. So you've said the format should be all filed, and then you save with .html extension, you save your work. And then this one you can bring it, have with the screen, then you can open this one, and then this one also you can bring it there. So what you're going to see that what you have created is, you can be able to see the difference between all these headings that you have here, the H1 being the biggest, then H6 being the smallest. Then once you know how to put the heading, then the next thing should be, we try to see how you can be able to format your page with CSS, and we are going to put a CSS tag inside our page. There's many ways that you can be able to put CSS code in your web page, but for this video I'm only going to show you one way. Throughout the other videos that I'm going to post, I'll be able to explain in details how you can be able to put CSS in different ways into your page. So below the body tag, you are going to have another tag that you're going to call style, and this one is going to define that you want to use the CSS in your page, and then whatever you're going to do should be inside this page, these tags. So with CSS, you come to the element that you want to work with. For example, you want to change the background color of the body, so you're going to say body, and then you're going to use this kind of brackets, which is going to define the beginning and the end of the tag. So what you're going to change is, you're going to change background color, and then we can choose the color that you want. We can put color red, and then it has to end with a semicolon. Then you save your work, and then you refresh. You can see that you are able to change the background color of your page. Then you can also be able to change the color, the layout of your page. We can work with the first heading that we have. So we are going to say, after this one, we are going to say we want to change the heading 1, and then you're going to put the curly brackets like that. And then what we want to change is the color, so you're going to change the color of the text, and then this one you can make it white. Then we can also change the text alignment, text align, and then we can say we want our text to be at the center of the page. We can save our work, and then we can refresh. So you're going to see that the text will be color white, and then it will be at the center of the page. We can also come back here, and then maybe we take heading 6, and what we want to change maybe is the color of the text. So we can use the color of the text, color, and what you're going to do is we are going to put maybe color brown, and then we can also change the background color of the heading, of that heading, and this one you can make it like black like that, and then we can save, and then you can refresh to see the changes. So you can see we have changed the background color of that heading, we have changed the color, and we can also align. So you can also change the text alignment, and we can say this one should be right aligned, and then we put like that, we save, and then we refresh, we see what is going to happen. So that is all for today. Remember, this was just an introduction video to HTML and CSS. If you keep on following my video, I'll be able to post more and more. Each week I'll be covering one area, and then by the end of the video, when I feel like I've taught anything that you're supposed to know, I'll be able to post a full video on what I've been covering. Thank you for your time. Remember to follow, to like, to comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.